Chris, through to the fifth round of the FA Cup, what did you make of your team's performance first of all?
Yeah, job done for the majority of the game. Pretty comfortable, played well. Mad 7 or 8 minutes at the death there where we've lost possession in a really good area, and obviously the position that we lose it gives them a fabulous opportunity to punish us, and they did. And then there's nothing to lose. They're chucking people forward. We have to get the balance right between seeing the game out and going and getting the goal, and we got through. We got the job done. But generally, I thought we played well. I thought, especially first half, a lot of the ball, good in possession, moved the ball about against spirited opposition, which we knew it would be. Shape that their team, they sat in, made it difficult for us, and we had to be patient, and we were.
Yep, and you were patient, and then you got the goal late on. Chris Basham arriving, as we've heard before.
Heard that before, yeah. Heard it a few more times. I thought it was really good team goal. Great pick out, and my right centre half getting in the box, which is good to see. But the general play was good. The bit at the end, I felt we should have took it from, scored a lot earlier in the half, and maybe should have been out of sight at half time. Great second goal as well from our point of view. Brilliant ball from Ollie, and a great finish. And then we were just in control really, and we had opportunities to make it 3 and really push the game away from the opposition. But you can see the poor goal like we did, and you get punished. And some good players at this level. Said it. I know outside the Championship, there's some players that really could play at the Championship and above, but maybe they don't have that consistency, and there's some good players that played against us today that had nothing to lose, and they put on a decent show.
Is it the frustration second half that you'd have told them to go out, try and kill off the game as quickly as possible?
No,
you got the second.
What I did, Adam, it's my old favourite. I told them to sit on the edge of the box, don't get forward, give the ball away in cheap positions, and make it really nervous for the manager and everybody connected to his football club. Go and get the third goal.
Yep.
Go and get the fourth goal. Be professional, which I thought we were. Have a good attitude, which I thought we did. A mentality about us. We started the game off on the front foot in both halves, which was key. And we had an identity today again, which was really important to me.
Rian came close several times. I think that's the one thing today that if you could have asked for something a little bit more, just Rian getting his first goal.
Yeah, you're close to us as a staff, and the substitutes, and they're all wanting that. He's a popular boy. He's a really good player. They see him day to day. I see him day to day. I know what he's about, and we're all after that moment. And I think as soon as you see that moment in a red and white shirt, there'll be some lively scenes from players, staff, and most importantly him, because he's a good kid, and keep saying there's a lot of belief around the place regarding him and his future.
Were you tempted to leave him on towards the end?
Yeah, I mean one of the issues, Adam, that we've got, and I suppose everybody's got, is that those players that aren't playing, we can't go and have behind closed doors games or replicate match day scenarios or match games, and from all those boys, they've got to find the legs in and get the minutes in the games, and they just gave it a right go. I thought we worked tremendously hard. We stopped the forward ball. We stopped it starting at we pressed. We stepped into players. And we regained the ball and we played, and our movement had to be good as well, especially for the top of the pitch. So the top of the pitch is where it all started, and I thought him and the skipper worked incredibly hard, and it just went into that sort of last 15 to 20 minutes when they've not played a lot of football, that maybe they're just feeling it a little bit, and we needed to make a change, which obviously we did with Didsy and Ollie Burke.
You got another one of the club's youngsters on the bench today in Iliam and Jai. I imagine if it had gone a little bit more, were you hoping to try and get him some minutes today?
Yeah, we would have liked to, but there's no, it's not an handout for him. He's deserved an opportunity to be involved with the first team. He's done well with the 23s. We've got some really good people in the academy. Keep saying it's you know, it's a little bit off other people's academies, and I know, you know, people will talk about, you know, Arsenal playing their academy players and other teams playing their academy players, but the level that we're playing at, I think people have got to recognise as well where we are from a mentality point of view, the team, because of the run that we've been on and the points total that we've got. It's really difficult to put young players in, and they've got to be ready and good enough, and hopefully out of that group that Jack's working with and Paul Eckingbottom's working with, then some players will push through. But it's, you know, it's as I've said, you know, for a long time, you know, there's a lot of work to be done at the football club. A lot of work on a lot of fronts, not just in the first team, but it'd be good for him, and it'd be good for the other young players to see that over recent weeks. Antoine's stepped on the pitch at Crystal Palace. You know, there's been a couple of other boys that have been involved in first team training and sat on the bench, and obviously Lemon sat on the bench for us today.
We talked about winning before the game today. That's 3 wins in 4 now. That give you another little bit of a boost going into a couple of very tough Premier League games.
I'm realistic, and I understand both of those wins. 2 out of the 3 wins are against League One sides, but as I keep consistently saying, there's no downside to not playing well or to not winning games, and we've done that today. We did it at Bristol Rovers, did it against Newcastle. I thought, as I said in my presser midweek, I thought we were okay, decent, and get undone by Harry Kane and Ndombele. And that's the difference, you know. And Tottenham weren't off of it. And I think, you know, Plymouth were hoping that we'd be off of it today to cause an upset, and we weren't in the main. And that's the reason why we've controlled the majority of the game. But yeah, I mean, it's all relative, and we've won a couple of games, and that sits better with me and the players than losing and getting knocked out. So we'll take it and move on. I mean, I said to the players, it's not, you know, it is a big week for us, and we have to accept who we're playing against in the next couple of games. But you know, I'm looking at our identity and our standards, and of course, you know, I'm super positive about my team. But you know, you look at it and what we're up against. It's an incredibly tough couple of games that we've got in front of us. But we will, as I said in midweek, hopefully somebody might drop the guard and we might land that flush punch, as a couple of my pals in the boxing game have said, that might cause a little bit of an upset, and see if we can land that punch.
That's another round chalked up on your FA Cup journey anyway, Chris. Well done today.
Cheers, Adam.